Hi guys and welcome to an exciting new video. Fantasy Premier League. We're going to be having a look at my team. I'm going to be choosing it here and you can join my league. It's going to be exciting to see whereabouts I can do against my subscribers. So if you're interested, here's the league and you can join it using this code YHV1L8. So make sure you join my league and let's get into picking my team. So to start off with, I just pressed auto pick. So here is our team. To start off with, we want to get rid of everyone out of this team and then pick our own players. Let me know in the comments who is your lot, maybe odd pick that you don't think many people have went for, but you think they're going to get a lot of points and do very well. Going to be interesting to see. First of all, goalkeeper, and I'm going for Hugo Lloris. Now I know maybe he hasn't had the best of seasons recently, but under Conte, they're going to be strong defensively. I think he's going to be keeping quite a few clean sheets. So my goalie is going to be Lloris. Moving into defence, we are going to first of all select João Cancelo. Now he is a brilliant player. And again, centre-backs aren't really going to be chosen here. It's going to be a lot of wing-backs, full-backs. But Cancelo for me is, up there. Top two full-backs in the league for points last season. Him and Alexander-Arnold there. For that 0.5 million less, I think Cancelo is worth it over Alexander-Arnold. I think he's going to be heavily involved again in Man City's, goals. So that means points on a fantasy league. So yeah, Cancelo is going to be my first pick. Moving on to my second defensive pick, and we are going to go for someone quite interesting who I can't find on here, but Perisic is a defender, which to me means points. Obviously he's going to be playing in that wing back position for Tottenham, but strong player. He's going to be up and down that wing. He's got good delivery. He can get forward and score a goal. I think he's going to be scoring a lot of points, and for 5.5 million, to me that looks like a bargain. Third defender we are going to be selecting is none other than Kieran Trippier at Newcastle. Came in last season, was great for them. I think he scored back to back, but then he got injured. I think Trippier is going to do very well on the attacking front. Brilliant set piece taker, so that helps out on a fantasy league for a defender, taking all the set pieces. And also, I think Newcastle will be defensively strong. They've got Pope in goal. They've got Botman in now at centre-back. I can't see Newcastle, especially at home, conceding too many goals. I think they'll be keeping clean sheets, which gets Trippier some points. So we're going to go with that. Then, moving on through the squad, we're going to go into our midfield now. We are going to play three at the back to start off with. Select a replacement. Who is our first midfielder in this team? None other than Bukayo Saka. I think he's going to have a very good season. Saka last season was good. The season before was good. This Arsenal team's really coming together now. I think he's going to be a high point scoring midfielder. Gets forward a lot. When it's Jesus not getting the goals, I think Saka's then going to be up there. So that one for me picks itself. I think Saka is a very good addition in the midfield, especially for only 8 million. I think that's a very good player to have in there. Next midfielder, we're going to go back to Newcastle. We had Trippier, now we're going to have Bruno Guimaraes. For some reason I can't pronounce his name. But you know who I mean. 6 million. He was brilliant for them last season. Scored some vital goals. He was really involved. For a fantasy league game, as a central midfielder that's like a box-to-box, is it smart to have him in? Maybe not. Maybe he's not going to get as many points as other players will get. However, I liked everything about him when he came in. I think he was a very, very good addition to that team. And he does pop up with goals. I think he's going to be a good player in this team. So I'm bringing him in as well. Then, our next midfielder, we are going to go to a team we haven't got in here yet. Pedro Neto at Wolves. Now, for only 5.5 million, I think that's a bargain. He did only get 22 points last season, but he was injured for a lot of it. And I think this Wolves squad is very good defensively, but I see Pedro Neto being their top goal scorer at the end of the season. He's brilliant at getting in behind teams, on the last shoulder. He's skillful. He's a great finisher as well. I think he has got it all. I think very, very soon we'll see him move to a top 6 club. But for now, I think Neto's going to smash it this season at Wolves as long as he doesn't get injured. Top scorer for them, I think. And that means a lot of points. And for 5.5 million, I can't really argue against putting him in the side. And for our fourth midfielder, we are going to go back to Tottenham. We've got Lloris and Perisic, so we can only get one more player in. It's got to be Heung-min Son. Joint Golden Boot winner last season. Yes, he's 12 million, which is expensive. The most expensive midfielder, in fact. With De Bruyne, Salah is above him, on 13 mil, and then it's Son and De Bruyne on 12. For me, Son will get you a lot of points. He joined top goal scorer last season. This Tottenham side's only getting better, which means he's only going to get better, hopefully. I can see him scoring a lot of goals. As a midfielder, I've got to put him in again. He's my expensive midfielder, but he should do a brilliant job there. Moving on to the striker positions, we have already mentioned one, but Gabriel Jesus could be the signing of the season. At the end of this season, I can see Jesus being in a race for the Golden Boot at least, having 18 plus goals in the league. He has smashed pre-season. He fits this Arsenal team so well. We're back with Arteta, who was obviously the assistant to Pep at Man City. I think this is a match made in heaven. I think he is going to carry Arsenal to a Champions League spot. And yeah, Jesus, for me, is the first striker to go in the team. The other positions, it wasn't really a first or anything. I think Jesus is the first one in the team. For 8 million as a striker, he is going to smash it. I've got no doubts. I think he's going to get a lot of points. And you know, Richarlison costs more, and he's probably not going to be starting. Diogo Jota, again, probably not starting, costs more. I think it's a brilliant, brilliant deal. Jesus comes in. Second striker that goes into the team. Gonna type him in. How could you not have Haaland in the team? He broke so many records in the Bundesliga for Dortmund. You know, he absolutely smashed it. He has more than a goal a game in the Champions League for them. It was ridiculous. He just could not stop scoring. In this City side, they might take a while to adapt to him. I watched the Community Shield final. Yes, he missed that easy chance at the end, but the runs he was making were perfect. You know, his movement is incredible and he's very, very quick. Once Man City get adjusted to having that presence up front that makes those runs, they will be brilliant, and he is going to score so many goals because he could have been in behind so many times against Liverpool, but the other City players weren't playing him in. Give it a few weeks, they'll adjust, and he will smash it. And again, along with Jesus, I think he's going to be in the race for the Golden Boot. Probably my favourite to get it because this City side scores so many goals. However, the thing with City is they have goals all over the pitch. You know, you see Salah, Son, players like out there. They're teams that only really have 2 or 3 main goal scorers. Like Liverpool don't really get any goals from midfield. Nor do Spurs. It's Son, Kane, Kulusevski. This City side, there's goals everywhere. It's ridiculous how many goals are in this team. Everyone's capable of scoring plenty. So that's the only thing that makes me think he might not get in, get the Golden Boot. But his quality is brilliant. And then our third striker, so we go in 3-4-3, is a player that Haaland is basically in a rivalry with, who isn't coming up, because on FPL he is down as Darwin. Darwin Núñez scored in that Community Shield final and changed the game really when he came on. He looked a bit dodgy at the start of pre-season, but you can't judge a player in pre-season. You can't judge him off 1 or 2 games. He then got 4 in a game. Community Shield final, he wins a penalty and scores the 3rd goal. He looks like he is going to cause problems. He plays on the last shoulder. He's quick. He's strong. He looks like he's good at finishing as well. He has a lot going for him, and he times his runs very well. And this Liverpool side were playing Núñez in. He had a few, one-on-one chances. I think this front three is going to get so many goals. I think these 3 will be in the top 5 at the end of the season for the Golden Boot race. So I couldn't really not pick them. So that is our starting 11. We've got 17 million left, and we need a bench. Our goalkeeper, I am a Birmingham City fan. Sarkic was on loan at us last season. He's back to Wolves now. Cheapest possible, 4 million for a goalkeeper. How could I not put him in? Sarkic goes in as our first player on the bench. Then, defensively, I mentioned earlier, Sven Botman is going to be a very good defender in this Newcastle side. Don't think he'll get as many points as the others, but I think he's a very good player to have on the bench. This is, for 4.5 million, I think that's a very, very smart pick. If you get an injury, Botman comes into your side. They're going to keep clean sheets, Newcastle probably. He can chip in with goals, he's an aerial presence. So I think that is a good piece of work. Then we can go for either one. I think Nico Williams is going to play more than Brandon Williams. So Nico Williams comes in, probably going to be the main right back for Forest. So yeah, he comes in, again a player that can come off the bench and get some points. Maybe not going to keep too many clean sheets. So he is my reserve to my reserve in defence. But 4 million, cheapest possible, saves a bit of money, and will get game time. And then last midfielder to come into the squad, and I am going to have a little look here. Sort by price, max cost 4.5 million. Who can we get here that's going to get some game time? I know it's only a substitute, but you do want a good substitute in there. Who's going to get points and game time? No one's really sticking out to me here. So we will go with Romeo Lavia. Came from Man City Academy. Maybe not Academy, but he has been in there under 23s, and he's good on Football Manager. No, he looks like a bright player. I'm surprised Man City let him go To be honest, I thought they'd want to hold on to him, but what they seem to like doing, and I don't know if they have done it with him, is sell, put a buyback clause in, and if they turn out good, just pay it and get them back. And then they've sort of, the extra fee they've paid to buy him back, the difference between that has ended up being his very good development. So buyback clauses are quite a good idea, really. You end up spending more to get the player back, but they've went and got some first team football. And I think Lavia is going to get quite a few games in this Southampton side, and I can see him doing well. I don't know if he's going to be a point scorer on FPL, hence why he is on my bench, but that is the full squad. The whole 100 million gone. So, going to make those transfers. Starting 11, Lloris in goal. Tottenham are going to keep quite a few clean sheets. Perisic in defence, again, clean sheets, and he gets forward. He's a winger who's playing wing back, so points there, I think. Trippier, set piece taker for Newcastle, also going to keep some clean sheets. Cancelo is Cancelo. City will keep clean sheets, and he is a very creative player. Midfield, Neto will more than likely, to me, be Wolves' top goal scorer. And I think he is going to get quite a few points. Was injured last season, so if he's back to his best, he will smash it. Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle is a bit of a risk because he did score some goals last season. Can he keep it up as a box-to-box midfielder? I think he can. I think he's going to be good again this season, and I'm excited to see how Newcastle get on. Then my two more expensive quality midfielders from top teams, I guess, Saka and Son. Now, Son needs no introduction. Top scorer last season, joint. I think he has to be in. Saka, very good for Arsenal, only getting better, still very young, and I'll see him scoring quite a few goals. Up front, Haaland, Darwin Núñez and Jesus. Can't really pick anyone else. These three just sort of stand out as very, very strong players. Now we need to choose a captain. It's currently with Darwin Núñez. These fixtures are looking very nice. I think West Ham away could be a bit tricky for City, but Fulham away for Liverpool looks good. So I think Darwin Núñez may be my captain. It's him or Jesus, I think. Who do we go for as the captain? I think Liverpool win against Fulham quite comfortably. It's just whether he starts. Didn't start in the Community Shield. Whether they sort of ease him in. I know Liverpool do seem to like to do that sort of thing with new big signings. Jesus will start, but Palace away could be a difficult game, but I think he'll score. So for me, Jesus is the captain and Darwin Núñez as the vice captain. I think they're going to do well. Triple captain. Captain's points are tripled instead of doubled in the next game week. Can we play this often? I don't know. If we can play it every week, I'd stick it on Jesus, but I don't know if we can. So I'm not going to stick it on Jesus. I'll leave it. I'll figure out the rules, and then you might see he's triple captained. But there's my team. What do you think of it? Let me know what players are in your team, and most importantly, JC Football League. Here's your code YHV1L8. Make sure that you join my fantasy league